Hello everybody and welcome back to the Robert Cheeke Show. I'm your host, Robert Cheeke, where your personal best happens every day. How are you doing today? How is everyone out there in YouTube land, online social media land? Get the glasses off so we can get back in action and make it happen, get ready to go. So, the last couple of days, or the last couple of videos, I've been talking about finding what you love to do and doing that for 8 hours a day and turn that into 16 hours a day. And if you want, turn that into 24 hours a day. I talk about working a 16-hour day. I talk about working a 24-hour day. These are different concepts that I write about in more detail. But basically the idea is to be doing what you want to be doing all the time. I mean, why have it any other way, right? I mean, really, I can ask you that. Why do things that you don't like? Why do things that you don't want to do? Because you think you have to, because you think there's no other choice, there's no other option, it's where you're at right now. You know, whatever the case may be, let's think about how we can turn what we love to do into something that's a career, a passion, a hobby, something that we build around and then grow from, and then we do that all the time. So a couple of ways, and I talk about this in my talks, I write about this, is to think about when you wake up in the morning, right? You wake up, maybe you're like me and, you know, it takes you a little bit sometimes because you've been up till 3 in the morning hammering it, as far as work I'm talking about. So, you know, you wake up in the morning, what are you excited about? What gets you fired up to start that day? What makes you say, you know what, I'm happy that it's Monday. I'm excited that it's Monday. I'm excited that it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm excited every day because I get to do what I want to do, you know, whatever that is. So think about, first of all, what are you excited about and enthusiastic about as soon as you wake up? You know, there's this concept that I've been, you know, following for years, thinking about for years, that sleeping is kind of like the most boring part of the day, the part that we don't look forward to. Wish we didn't have to, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll go a full 24 hours or 35 hours or 40 hours without sleeping just because I'm having so much fun doing what I love to do and I'm super productive. I just want to keep doing it that I feel like I can't afford to take that time to sleep, and I'll catch up on that later when I'm, let's say, commuting somewhere. Not driving, of course, I wouldn't do that. But if I'm riding a ferry, or if I'm on a boat, or if I'm on a train, or an airplane, that's when I can catch up on some of that other stuff, you know, that sleeping stuff that we actually have to do. Or, you know, at least that we really should do for a certain amount of time during the day. But anyway, so many of us are in this situation, right? Where we're in a job we don't like, we're in a situation we don't like, and we need to find a way out of that. But the question remains, where do we begin? Where do we start? And I mentioned the other day that one way you can do this is to look yourself in the mirror and say, what do I want to do every day for the rest of my life? I've kind of been saying that for years. Steve Jobs has said it when he gave his commencement speech to Stanford University in 2005. Gary Vaynerchuk has said it online. I've been saying it and thinking it and living it for the last decade. Because when you embrace that concept, that's when life begins. That's when things really take off. When you're like, you know what? I know what I want to do for the rest of my life, and I'm going to put everything I have into it to make that happen for myself. And you do it. And you don't mind working 12 hours a day. You don't mind working 15 hours a day. You don't mind working 18 hours a day because you love what you're doing and you know where it's going to end up. You can see this long-term big picture, and you can see this vision that takes you somewhere way down the line. I give a lot of examples, like when I first started out in bodybuilding. You know, I was this really skinny little kid. I was 120 pounds when I became vegan. I was 150 pounds, or actually even a little earlier when I started playing around with weights. And I used to tell my friends, you know, someday I'm going to be in muscle magazines and all this stuff. And they're like, yeah, right. You kidding me? I got a 140-pound guy. You know, I'm vegan on top of that. You're never going to end up in fitness magazines. I mean, come on. But you know, I believed in it, and I pushed it, and I worked hard and worked hard and worked hard. And I could see this vision, you know, way down the road. 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. And you know what? Years later, yeah, I was in magazines and muscle magazines, and I've been in a couple million magazine issues. I've been on the cover, I've been on the inside cover, big 5-7 page spread. I've been on the cover of newspapers along with Barack Obama as two people highlights of the year of 2008. You know, this kind of stuff. Because I saw that vision, I believed in it, and I worked at it. You've got to work. You've got to work. Nothing's going to be handed to you. Even in my life right now, I've got situations that I need to fix. I've been monetizing, I've been making money, I've been bringing things in, I've been bringing people together, I'm building community. I've built this fan page that in less than a month brought in over 2,000 people, over 2,000 fans in less than a month in just this really niche market. But I know how to do all that stuff. But I'm struggling in a few other aspects of life, so I would come back to the basics. I come back to the beginning. And what do I want to do? Today, tomorrow, the next day, and for the rest of my life. And how can I take action today to ensure that happens? So that even though I'm totally happy with 80% of the things that I'm doing, I love what I'm doing and this and that, I'm having so much fun, greatest time in the world, whatever, there's some areas of life that I still struggle in. And I think we can all agree that we fall into that category somewhere. Whether it's our full-time job, whether it's a family thing, a relationship thing, a work thing, a side project, a sports team, musical group we're part of, whatever. We all find ways that we're not quite as happy as we should be, and we just need to evaluate how to fix that, how to turn that around. So today, just the message for today on Wednesday, September 2nd, 2009, I keep forgetting to say the date, is to think about what you want to do for the rest of your life. What do you want to do today? What do you want to do tomorrow? What do you want to do this weekend? And what do you want to do for your job? And what actions can you take after your job, your 8-hour or 10-hour job? What actions can you take during those other 8 or 9 hours that you're awake to get yourself to where you want to be? Think about it. Email me. Find me on Twitter, Robert Cheeke. Find me on Facebook, Robert Cheeke. Find me on YouTube, Robert Cheeke Show, the thing you're watching. Get in touch, veganbodybuilding.com. My email, robert@veganbodybuilding.com. Get in touch. How can I help you get you where you want to go? Think about it and let me know. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks for watching The Robert Cheeke Show, where your personal best happens every day. Have a great day. See ya.